So I hold my breath and see you're still a part of me.
Yeah. Okay. By having worked with you, right, I get the sense that you are a musician yourself. Are you?
Yes, that's
Huh?
right. Yeah, I'm a guitarist primarily.
Okay. Are you like a rock guitarist, a jazz guitarist, or?
Pretty much. I mean, more. I guess more on the rock side of things. Yeah. Well, as a guitarist, I started. I actually started on classical guitar. So I was
Okay.
I was classically trained. Although, at that time, I don't think I took my lessons very seriously.
Then
Okay.
you went to the dark side.
Yes, exactly. Then I picked up electric guitar, and I dropped all the classical stuff after
As
that.
a classical guitarist myself, I would call it the dark side. It's just the other side. So mean you.
Sorry, Edric.
Yeah. So what made you go into becoming a producer?
I think after making music for a long time, there was a point when my band got the opportunity to sort of go into the studio to record. This was for like one of the, I forgot which poly, it was either like Ngee Singapore Poly, it's one of their studios, so it was like for a student project. And that sort of opened my eyes into the production side of things. And like before that, I actually didn't really know, there were like options to do production. I didn't really know that it was there's like a career choice you can make to sort of do music production. So that's when I really started to delve into like recording, microphones, like equipment for production. Then I realized that I actually started to enjoy that a lot more than just playing guitar.
Okay.
So pretty much started, and that was like right before NS.
Okay. Tell us about Grit. How did Grit come about? I mean,
So after
production.
so after I came back from the US in 2013, I sort of freelanced as a producer on my own for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And in those years, I realized that if I wanted to do more as a producer, if I wanted to be able to take like the productions of the people I work with to the next level, I sort of needed a team to be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do it myself.
Yeah.
Right. So in that, we decided to try and start up a studio so that I could get more people on board to do productions. So that I could get a team that I could guide and sort of be able to focus on different aspects of the production and overall make the whole production even better.
You had to do a lot of trial and errors along the way, like to experiment with what kind of microphones you have to use to make the music sound clearer.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the whole experiment, I think in not just music, but in like arts, in any creative industry in general, the experimentation part is always a very, very big part of the outcome of the project. So trying out, even the technical side, trying out different equipment, different preamps, different microphones, and the creative side, trying out different guitars, even on electric guitars, trying different types of electric guitars, different amps. All these experimentation goes into play as to how the ultimate production sounds at the end. So even now, we still go through a lot of experimentation.
You sound like you enjoyed it a lot.
Sound in general is something I enjoy a lot. So getting different sounds out of different instruments is quite a positive process for like me and my team now.
Okay, that's
yeah. I guess I can vouch for that because I think I first started playing for your productions for like, what was it? Child Turtle? Child Turtle was the first one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, exactly. And I can see that, wow, the way you conduct your production, the things that the equipment that you choose to use, how you actually encourage the musicians as well. I think that has taken a lot of experience to be able to do that. So yeah, Edric, thanks.
Speaking of experience, how long has Grit been going on?
Grit has been around since 2016 and 2015.
Okay, yeah. So that's more than five. That's about five years now, right?
Intensive.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us how you got involved with 3M Music Collective?
Well, obviously that way through Eileen. The first time I met, actually the reason why we work together is because for a lot of my productions with other artists, I lean to do a lot of the violin recording.
Mm-hmm.
So she's sort of my go-to violin session player
Right.
for a lot of the productions I work on,
Mm-hmm.
commercially and for artists as well, lah.
Right.
So that she approached me if we wanted to, if she wanted to be part of this project together. She told me about the project, the meaning behind 3 AM Music Collective,
Mhm.
and yeah, I was immediately on board.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Let's talk a bit about the song, right? It's called Space Inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Can you talk to me about your music style?
For creating a composition,
Yeah.
the lyrics as well.
All right, like my songwriting style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just specific to this particular composition.
I'm the kind of a songwriter that always starts with the melody
Right.
or the track. So it's either the music or the melody first.
Uh-huh.
I think it's almost never I start with the lyrics first,
Okay.
because a lot of times,
Mm.
like for me, sound and music is sort of like my main thing. So I
Mhm.
derive a lot of emotion and meaning from
Mhm.
what I hear
Mm.
more than the lyrics itself. So I always
Yeah.
start writing from a music point of view. We just start with like guitars or
Ah,
like chords,
Yeah.
or like sometimes it could even be just like the beat, the drum,
Mm.
or with the melody. Yeah. it's
So
very-
you would use music to evoke a particular sense, a particular feeling first, right?
yeah,
And from
right.
there you fill in with words.
The lyrics.
If
Yeah.
lyrics are needed.
Specifically for Space Inside, what was the thoughts or the emotions that went through your mind? Because I mean, this is related to mental health. So, what kind of link did you create in your mind?
The song is about being lost, right? And a lot of times when people write about being lost, they focus a lot on talking about the feelings and emotions of the situation. But sometimes I feel like it's not enough to just talk about that. You also need to talk about the initial situation caused these feelings and emotions to surface. So in this instance, for this song, for Space Inside, I was trying to put the listeners directly into the situation itself, not focus too much on the emotion and feeling, but put them directly into the situation, describing what's happening in detail, and at the same time, hearing the internal monologue of the person experiencing the situation. So in this case, I'm trying to use the situation of memory loss as an analogy that could possibly bring about similar emotional responses that of somebody who's going through certain mental health issues. And for people who don't understand what it's like, sometimes you have to bring the story to them from a different point of view. That's what I was trying to do here. Yeah. And also at the same time, this memory loss and mental health thing have been somewhat known to be related, in the sense that sometimes people with anxiety and depression experience short-term memory loss, and vice versa. Severe memory loss can also lead to mental health issues down the road.
You appear to have a lot of insights when it comes to mental health issues. Have you had any experience with people or yourself when it comes to depression or anxiety?
I wouldn't say I have a lot of insight to it, but working in the music industry, I have had artists who go through issues with mental health,
Right.
because I think a lot of people know that being an artist is a very, very challenging, because you're trying to make it a career, and at the same time it's a very personal thing.
Right.
You're trying to do. You're trying to open up to everybody. So I have had artists who sort of go through these mental health issues, and then they struggle in their careers trying to make it as an artist. And there have been situations where there have been a couple who have even sort of given up on their artistry a little bit because of these. So being a producer for music like that, sometimes I can sort of really feel the effects on what it does to people.
So as someone who has seen these things, right, and seeing someone who's gone through it, have you been able to provide any sort of advice to someone who's suffering from mental illness issues?
When the situation is immediate in front of me, if they're dealing with some form of anxiety attack, or like I usually just try to get them to breathe slowly, sort of calm down. What they do is they'll just lie down on my sofa, and I just let them lie down there. If it starts to get stuffy, I'll like tell them, I'll like try and turn up the aircon, or if there's a fan around, I try and get a fan to get first air circulation going. Basically, just trying to get them as comfortable as they can in whatever situation they're in.
Does that show that at least, well, for you as a music producer, you can actually relate to them and understand the situation? And I think that's very important. I mean, that's human interaction already, and it's important when it comes to artists who are actually going through this mental health issues.
It's also comforting to know that he's writing from a point of view that where he has seen such things, so there's some empathy involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Hey, thanks so much, Hendrik.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks for our time. Okay, bye-bye.
Face inside.